Why? Why do we release music? Why do we keep putting it out there, making it all that effort, time, money, and we're facing impossible odds? Maybe it's ageism. Maybe it's pure crowding of the market. Maybe it is having access to the resources to be able to put the music out there that you would feel proud of. What keeps us writing, uploading, releasing, promoting? Why? I ran a poll on the YouTube channel. We had a number of responses, so thanks very much. The four options I provided was for legacy, to make money, to become famous, or because it's what we do. And 19% of you responded that it's because of legacy, that you want to create something for the future, for your next generation, for your children. 81%, it was about it's what we do. So absolute zero were for making money and for fame. And that's probably a pretty fair result. We all know how incredibly hard it could be to generate income through music and how tough the chances are to become famous, even though we might have our own secret fantasies about that happening one day. So if you're asking this question yourself and you're challenging yourself, well, what are the reasons? Why am I doing this? Then this is the video for you. And I'm going to share some of the real challenges that even famous artists face on this precise exact question. G'day and welcome to Indie Over 50. My name is John Huggart and this channel is dedicated to those of us putting new music out on YouTube and Spotify. And it's an opportunity for sharing your stories and also dropping your links in the comments below because we are building Indie Over 50 playlists on YouTube and Spotify. So I think that poll reflected probably pretty accurately, even though small sample, that it's what we do. While we may have aspirations and genuine intention to create a return on investment or generate an income, the reason we put out songs is because it's within us. It's how we breathe. It's how we feel. It's how we express ourselves. There are options. Part of us may be drawn to the ego to be up on stage, to share and have our music recognized or appreciated. So ego is definitely part of this journey. Maybe it's just a habit. Maybe it's our hobby. Maybe it's what we do. There are other alternatives. For many of us, music is the medium. For others, it's pottery, ceramics, it's painting, artwork. My daughter has recently taken up crochet. And I think about those other creative outlets and think, wow, you actually create a pot. In crochet, my daughter's produced bags that are useful. You can do something with them. We produce music and we can share it. And we put a lot of burden on our audience because we're obliging them to listen for at least, say, 3 minutes. Whereas you can look at a nice painting on the wall or you can pick up a mug and say, that's great work, and then kind of like move on. But the bottom line is, this is how we live our life. This is the way we process our life and share our experience, our emotions. And it's how we stay alive creatively, relevant, and in touch with our world. But I want to point out to you as well that even famous artists struggle with this why and this relevance. We all know the famous artists of our youth, most of them have not had a major hit since that big smash hit or when they became famous to us, maybe 20, 40, or 60 years ago. I was watching a podcast recently and it featured Richard Marx and another famous country singer in America. And they were talking about this precise challenge. Richard Marx goes to concerts, is touring constantly around the world, and everyone wants to hear his Right Here Waiting songs, his famous pop chart songs. But he's still an artist. He's still creating. He's still releasing music. And the bottom line is it's not as successful as his hits from the 80s. And when people go to their shows, it's not the music that they want to hear. In fact, on this podcast, the two of them were discussing the fact that they're doing all these concerts around America and around the world to generate income. And then they're investing that income in recording in their original music because that's how they breathe. That's what they do. They are artists and they're releasing their songs to the world. Now, as I said, the vast majority are tribute acts now. They're just reproducing that song with another band or another members of the band from 40 or 60 years ago. And it must be really, really tough to play that one or few songs that you had the big hit with back in the 60s or 70s or 80s and not be able to present your new music. Now, there are some notable exceptions. Yeah, Paul McCartney still maintaining relevance, 4 or 5 seconds song with Rihanna and Kanye. It's his highest streamed song on Spotify as an individual artist is a current song. Well, last 10 years. And Mick Jagger has broken through recently as well because his song Strange Things, great song. And it was only released 3 years ago, I think. And it's featured on the hit series on Apple TV called Slow Horses. We release music because we need to. We choose to. Not necessarily for fame or for money. Perhaps for legacy, for sharing it with our future generations and our loved ones. And when we put our music out there, we're out amongst the big world. We are competing with people who are genuinely releasing their music to create an income. They're pursuing a career. So we totally respect that and appreciate that because it's hard work. We know that's hard work, but we can do it. We can share your music. You'll find your voice, your audience, your legacy. Why do I do it? It's kind of how I breathe. It's the space between. It's the opportunity to create. I get excited about an idea and expressing something differently, finding a new rhythm, a new chord progression, a different way of approaching things, a new idea in the lyrics or the structure of the song, or the idea or the expression of the song. And then once I've given rise to that, then the opportunity to bring that to life, either here with my own capabilities or more likely collaborating with others all around the world these days. And that vision comes to life, maybe how you expect it, maybe differently. And then the opportunity to share and gain feedback. Was it successful or not? Does it matter? But I've done it. And I'm excited because I've got new music coming out soon. And I look forward to sharing that with you as well. Why do you release music? Please share your stories or in the comments below what it is that drives you to release music. And remember, if you've got any new music yourself, feel free to drop the links in below and we can add them to our Indie Over 50 playlists. If this content is useful to you or helpful or exciting as part of your journey of learning and discovering new ways of recording and releasing music as an independent artist over the age of 50, then please hit like, subscribe, comment, share, do whatever you do. And that's helping to grow our channel here at Indie Over 50. Like I always say, your song is not written yet, so rock on and keep Indie Over 50.